In the book of Revelation, Satan is referred to as that ancient serpent. And so a lot of people make the connection that the ancient serpent is the Garden of Eden serpent, and Satan is actually the serpent in the Garden of Eden. And that's certainly the connection that the early church fathers made, and you see that explicit in a lot of the early post-New Testament writings, but the writings of the early church fathers. It is thought by biblical scholars, though, that the ancient serpent referenced in the book of Revelation is actually not Satan, but rather the ancient serpent of the combat myth from the ancient Near East. So the ancient Near East has a whole bunch of literature that kind of features a hero god battling a serpent or dragon of some kind, and it's kind of an order versus chaos motif. You see it in the Enuma Elish. You see it in the Canaanite Baal cycle, the stories of Baal fighting Yam, the sea, and also Mot, death. And they're both kind of figured in kind of serpent-dragon language. You see it in the Bible, in the Hebrew Bible, in Isaiah chapter 27. There he's named Leviathan, and so the ancient serpent is Leviathan in Isaiah 27. The connection between the serpent in the Garden of Eden and Satan is probably one that is made after this combat myth motif has sort of been forgotten. And so when Revelation says the ancient serpent, it was natural for later church fathers reading the text to make that association between Satan and the Garden of Eden serpent, but it's very likely that that's not what's intended in the book of Revelation. Paul doesn't blame a Satan snake figure in Eden for the mistakes that the humans make. He blames the humans. And Satan shows up in the New Testament in all of the Gospels as kind of the deceiver and the tempter, but never as a serpent. So all of those associations, are the Satan as the devil, as the Antichrist. All of those associations are there in the New Testament, but they're not brought together with the serpent in the Garden of Eden until early Christian writings.